Good morning. This is a Scrapper Stash, and I have all kinds of rainbow colors down, and I have a butterfly cut out. So we're going to go ahead and trim all this up. I have a white daisy, so we can tape onto that. So let me grab my trimmer. And we're just going to start trimming. So I'm just going to do 3/4 inch strips. And let's first trim this down to an A2 size card. So 5.5 by 4.25. Four and a quarter. So 5.5, 4.25. Okay, we're gonna play with that. And I'll have to bring our trimmer back in. I'm gonna trim this butterfly down so that I really want the edge to be right around 1/4 inch in. So there's the farthest edge. It's got 1/4 inch right on the side. I'm going to do the same on the other side just because this way I know it's all lined up and centered. Okay, and it makes it so that we see more colors on the edges. Okay, so I'm going to put the butterfly aside. I'm going to trim these down to 5.5 by, sorry about the sniffles, these allergies, man, they kill me every year. Okay, 5.5 by 3/4 of an inch. So I'm just going to measure on the other side because I find it easier, so I have a place to hold onto. So there's my 3/4 inch. And I may retrim all these and we'll see. I don't know. So I'm just going to trim a 3/4 inch off of this one. Okay. 3/4. And we'll come back and we'll do 5.5. I'm just going to do all these because it helps me stay focused of what I'm doing. So we'll come back and retrim those all down. I'm pretty sure that this has enough on it. Oh yeah, funny. So let's do 3/4. I'll come back and trim the 5.5. Oops. And here I have a purple. I'm pretty sure this is, yeah, that'll be fine. We're going to trim it down to the 5.25, I think, actually. Eventually, after I get it all glued up, I think we'll trim it then. Okay. So I'm actually going to do, yeah, let's just do 5.5. That one purple will be 1/4 inch shorter than everything else, but that's okay. That's a retired paper. That was Sweet Leaf. This is Sundance. So I'm using grape, Sundance, Sweet Leaf. I'm pretty sure that's grape. It's either grape or eggplant. This is Carolina. Nectarine. And Candy Apple. This is going to be a birthday card. This is already at 5.5 because we did that first. Okay, so I'm going to put this away for a moment. We'll bring it back in here in a little bit. I'm going to grab my shears. Okay, and I'm going to just start this. So I like the dark side up, as most of you know. I'm going to just make a little slit, like 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch. Actually, I should have probably done 1/4, but that's okay. It'll probably fan out to about 1/4 inch. And I just want to rip the edges off of this. I'm going to do 1/8 of an inch on the other side too. Although I don't think so, actually. I just kind of want, we'll just do one side. We'll do them all the way down. So 1/8, just a little sliver, just to get these things started, because sometimes they just don't start very easily. And I'm ripping towards myself. I didn't like to see if this was the light side or dark side. It is the dark side. But, so each of these will be about 1/2 of an inch when I'm done. And we'll start from the bottom and work our way up, but I just want a torn rainbow all the way up. Okay, this is the light side, I believe. Nope, this is dark side, so start over here because it's easier. For me, I'm right-handed, so bring some color into this world, right? Everybody needs a happy card, especially for their birthday. And this is a big birthday for her. Because I believe we were born in the same year. And I just celebrated a big birthday this year too, so. Okay, dark side. Her birthday's next month, but next month is not far away. And speaking of next month, we have our new catalog coming out next month. And I'll try to share some sneak peeks with you here shortly. We'll see. I'm kind of running behind this time and sharing stuff with you guys, and I apologize for that. Life seems to get in the way sometimes. That's okay. I'm here scrapping, right? With all you lovely people. So, again, just tearing towards myself. If you like tearing away from yourself, make sure that the side that you want the white on is in the back. So if you tear this way, the white will be on the back side. So I guess it just depends on which way you feel more comfortable tearing. I like seeing it right before my eyes. And this is the only one that we're not going to trim later. So I'm going to make it a very small little starter slit. This is one really nice thing about white core paper. So you get to play with the white core. Okay. So I'm going to start on the bottom. And we're going to work our way up. So I'm actually going to let this hang off the bottom down here, because it'll be easier for me to overlap and cut later. So here's that one. Blue's next. And blue is her favorite color. Pretty darn sure. I've known this lady for, gosh, over 15 years now. Just crazy to think of. those next. I'm just leaving like a little, like ½ inch, ½ inch to ½ inch all the way around, you know, on the sides that show. Doesn't have to be perfect. Make sure the white core is up. And if you don't want the white core showing, then put the white core down. But I like the white core showing. I think it makes it just interesting. Gives it some visual interest. That's for sure. Okay, so we're just gonna trim this up, trim it down, and trim the white off up there. So 2 cuts, that's all we need for this next trim. I'm actually going to trim this side first because I can. It'll be easier if I do it down here. Just a ½ inch off. Okay. Now it's straight. Now I can use that to come back up here and trim this. And I want to make sure, so I didn't get my rainbow straight, but that's okay. It is now straight. It's nice how that works, huh? Okay, so there's my pretty rainbow. I'm going to grab a card base. This one already has a sentiment in it, which is kind of nice. Pretty big, but it's also on the wrong side of the card, so I think I'm going to just cover it up anyway. It's not a big deal. Well, maybe not. I'll use that on the inside. So I want my rainbow to go across my card like this. And we'll give it a little bit of an edge there. There we go. So about 1/8 of an inch across. Put it somewhat in the middle. Now I'm going to take our butterfly, and I think, I don't know how I want to do this quite yet. I know I want to pop it up with 3D foam, but the edges kind of blend in with my card base, so I'm thinking about maybe inking them. If you're watching, let me know what you think. I think maybe a little bit of Sapphire. That's what I'm going to do. So Bluebell, that's a nice soft one, but I have tucked my Bluebell away for now. I just got all my new inks in, so it's, and that one's retiring, and I just rearranged all my inks too, so forgive me, I can't find anything. Okay, Sapphire. I label my little guys and I put CAP on the edge. I just want to quickly go around. Just to give it some definition. So you know that there's a shadow. You could use like charcoal or black on it too. That would give it some definition. I just know that she likes blue, and so I chose a dark blue. So you always guide it towards your recipient if you know who your recipient is. In this case I do. A lot of cases I don't know who my recipient is. Okay. So now my butterfly actually stands out, which is good because I think it was going to hide. And I'm going to close my sapphire up. Okay, let's get my 3D film tape. And I'm going to be using my roll. So it's a bit more. And I'm going to be using the 1/4 inch side, the thin one. So this is thin 3D film. I'm just going to chop several things. I'm going to just chop the long one off. And I'm going to cut it into strips. And I'm just going to lay it along the edges. Hopefully not too far over the edge where I have to trim it too much. Okay. There's more up here for you. Now again, you don't have to take all the backing off of this. You can just take select ones like the corners off and actually, that way you have the corners stable, right? But you don't have to worry about all of the backing on these. So a little bit of the edge here. And then I'm just going to leave this one. I'm going to put it down here. I'm going to cut one more. I'm going to cut it off the half though. This is a 1/2 inch. And it's because I just want it, I don't want this to sink. Okay. I want it to stay popped up. So I'm just going to tear them off the corners. The other ones are just for stability. I might actually do this one just because it'll keep that from coming up. And here I said I'd just do the corners, and here I'm doing them all. Okay, so I left a few still on there. Okay, there's my butterfly. So that's turning out really pretty, huh? And I don't know where I'm going to put my sentiment. I just kind of want like a, I may not even put a sentiment on this part. I don't know yet. There's a good little size for a pennant. I just have one sitting here. Could even possibly put one right here. Here's what inks or what stamp sets I have out. I have a whole bunch out right now because I was in some workshops and I haven't put them away yet. So I know of a small one that would be really good. I could always use this, like the Let's Party. This is the Spot-Ons from May, June. I know exactly which one I'm thinking of though. This one. This one has a really tiny happy birthday. I love this stamp set. This is from Brushed last year. But I know that it'll fit on this little pennant. So maybe we'll go ahead and do that one. And we'll probably ink it in Sapphire since I know blue, she really likes blue. I'm going to get my 2x2. I use this one quite a bit, but let's see, actually. Actually, maybe we'll put it right in the middle of the butterfly. About right there. I think actually that might be really pretty. So, let's do that instead of the pennant. I just would hate to cover up the butterfly in any way. And I got a lot along the edges, so let me just get my chamois wet. You know me, I always forget to do this before I start recording, huh? Okay. And if you guys don't like watching the long versions of these, I've started speeding them up on Instagram, and I can always post them over here too. Doesn't take much if I'm posting one area. Doesn't take me much to repost somewhere else. So just let me know if you like sped up versions. Comment in the comments below. There, happy birthday. I think that's perfect. I think that looks really good. Okay, and then on the inside, it's backwards, so I'll cover that up. But that is the final card. So thanks for joining me, and we will see you on Saturday. Bye.